Hello, I'm ibeextoycat and welcome back to Seed Sunday. Seed Sunday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I show you seeds, Minecraft, Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation, which are particularly unique and worth checking out in some way. And this week's Seed Sunday is a little bit of a throwback because one of the first seeds I ever covered was one where I found a pretty good seed and then I decided to add to it by finding 50, diamond locations by just going through and mining it. It was a really cool way to get a head start on the seed and a lot of people really liked it. So I took it to the next level by later finding 50 more diamonds on that seed for 100 diamond, coordinates on one seed. And today I figured I'd take this to the next step even further and find 250 diamonds for you to actually get the coordinates off in the description. So that's what I have for you today. Before we get into that, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video. It helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. And it's especially important on this one because it took me a very long time to manually go and find all those diamonds because I just have to basically strip mine but in creative, so it's a little faster, but it still takes a very long time, of course. Anyway, thank you all for that, and let's get straight into it. So the seed is actually ibeextoycat. It's on screen right now, an inscription. You can see why I'm saying ibeextoycat, and if you do type in that seed, you will spawn just over here. Depending on the console, you'll have a slightly different view in front of you because you always spawn on some form of hill, but on a different console, sometimes there's a village right in front of you, sometimes there's not. It's very weird, very confusing. I don't understand the entireties behind that. And one other thing that slightly changes is if you want, you can go straight to a mob spawner rather than dealing with these diamonds, because just round this mountain you spawn on, there's actually a spawner just in this sneaky little cavern right here, which I thought was a really cool little thing. If you just check over here, there's a zombie spawner, so as you can see, there's one there, and of course in the chest you can get yourself both music discs and a bucket and stuff. It's kind of nice. On some consoles that's actually a double mob spawner, so that's something worth bearing in mind, but not on the Xbox 360, which is what I'm showing you today. But like I mentioned, all these coordinates should work on all the platforms. So yeah, let's quickly show that off by going to the first set of coordinates, shall we? Because the diamonds are the most important bit of this. So if you're in survival when you load up the seed, obviously you can test in creative first if you don't believe me, but basically you can go to each of these coordinates and you want to either dig down or you want to be down there and dig to them. So for instance, this first set says 8 diamonds at x169, y11, z-15. So we go right over to here. You can see we're at y-16. That's close enough. Make sure you never dig down directly like this. This is great for creative, but if you do this in survival, you might end up in a pit of lava, so make sure you don't do that. And as you can see, just over here, if I remove these blocks right here, you can see that's actually 8 diamonds right here, and like it mentions next to it, right next to a stronghold and a skeleton spawner. So right next to this, if you just go this way by a few blocks, so this is the coordinates of the stronghold, then you'll be in the stronghold. It's literally 8 blocks to break, and you even get some gold on the way, which is pretty nice. And there's also a skeleton spawner on this same layer. You just have to go a few more blocks up. You can see I've made a tunnel there, but yeah, you can you just have to go a few blocks that way, and you can find it. So yeah, that's that. Let's fly up here, and let's just go to one random other location that I didn't explore in this recent mod. Let's just go to a random one in the middle there. 8 diamonds at x-241, y15, z259. So that's just a random one I picked out, which I haven't checked out recently. And let's go find it. Actually, I've lost it. Wait, 8 diamonds minus 241. So we go to x-241 first. So that's over here, and then we're going to Z259 at the same time, which is this way, and we should be able to hopefully do both those at roughly the same time. And as you can see, it's in the extreme hill biome. This I'll show off the rest of the map later, by the way. I just wanted to show off these coordinates because they are very important and they're a big part of the seed for a lot of people. So x-259 is just over here, and that means that I just have to go to x-241 now, which means just go this way a little bit more. And there we go. Okay. Boom, let's just fly down, and let's show off these diamonds. So if I just go down now to the Y coordinate states, because obviously the X and Z are the two ones you follow down, and then just going down from there is just going like that. So it's Y15, which means, as you can see, there we go, we just mine straight in them. So make sure you're not doing it in creative, because, I guess it doesn't matter, because you can just make more, but there you can see there is actually 8 diamonds just over here, broken them all, and now I've got 8 diamonds. The really cool thing about this is 250 diamond coordinates. It's actually exactly 250, but the cool thing about that is you can combine that with fortune after you get your first set of diamonds, and that means there's a potential for close to 1,000 diamonds, which is really, really, really crazy. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, let's show you around the seed. I hope that's enough proof of the coordinates. If you don't believe me by now, you probably aren't ever. There's a bunch of them around the map, like there's 250 diamonds spread across roughly 50 separate locations, so it will take you about half an hour to 40 minutes to actually go and mine them all. But once you do, you've got yourself a massive stack pile of diamonds. It looks something like, I guess, even if you don't mine them with fortune, it'd be over 4 stacks, so you'd have something like, this. at least. And you're like, okay, so you got your diamonds. Now what do you do with this, massive pile of wealth that you have? Well, you explore the seeds. So like I mentioned, you spawn on this extreme hill, which is pretty cool because next to it, there's the cool little cave in there, which sometimes makes a double spawner. But it also is really great because you have a mixture of every biome. Next to the spawn, there's this forest over here, which you can, of course, chop down as much as you want to. You can burn it to the ground if you're like me and you don't like, having like big forests and stuff. Or you can do whatever you want to do. You can, take the wood, do what you want to do. But the most important thing is you get both oak wood and birch wood from here, and that all combined where this is kind of nice, even, if you don't like much stuff, because if we take this and we head to the north, you can see this middle place right here is great because there's a village surrounded by a massive plains area. Like, this is a massive flatland, a really big flatland, which is really, really cool for a bunch of reasons. The big ones to me are the fact that if you look around here, with only a little bit of flattening, obviously this is a pretty hilly flatland for a flatland biome, with just a little bit of flattening, you can have a massive area to build on. Like, if you just flatten these blocks right here, boom, you've got space to build a house that easily, and now you can do that right next to the village. Or if you want it to be literally in the village, you get rid of this set of blocks, and boom, you've got yourself quite a big place to do that. You can do so many different things. If you like building, this is the seed for you, because you have your diamonds, you've got the area flattened, you can just focus on the build part. So the cool reason that it's called building is because it does have at least one of each biome, excluding the mushroom, but that means that because of that, there's the massive cold tiger biome here for getting snow, getting ice, getting spruce, but it also has fortunately just the tiniest bit of a jungle biome. I was very scared that it didn't have one going through, because it's like, about jungle, what are you going to do? But you can see it's got a couple of jungle trees. Very, very fortunate there. Obviously, there's some smaller ones, but there's a couple of big ones, and that means you can get your fix for jungle wood, and you don't have to, wait until, you expand the world in 1 or a PS4, if that's your thing. So yeah, very, very cool little thing right there. There's also a desert well right here next to it with some vines on it, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, more importantly, there is actually 2 other villages I'd like to show, and one of them is just, kind of a lame one sitting next to the lake here. Like, it's got a priest, which is cool because they sometimes sell you IF Enders, which is one of their best traits. Also, bottle enchanting, so the only way to get them in survival. Pretty cool little bonus right there. But also, the blacksmith chest that this has in the plains biome just over here is really, really cool, because not only is there a bunch of diamonds below the village, but fitting the fact that this is a 250 diamond seed, the blacksmith chest, actually, in the chest, you can probably guess it, it has 3 diamonds, some iron boots, some apples, 7 obsidian, so you can get to the nether with just 3 obsidian, which is pretty easy to get, and some iron ingots, so that's an iron sword, a diamond pickaxe, and some boots, which is all you really ever need from life, right? But yeah, I just thought it was really, really cool that, the diamond-based seed has a blacksmith chest, even after all of this time, because it's been, over 15 updates, I think, since I originally, first started looking around the seed, and, over time, it's progressed, and it's gotten really, really cool, because, to be honest, this is something you're going to have to bear in mind. A lot of the seed is extreme hill, which means when you're looking around, you're going to find a lot of emeralds down there, but a lot of the seed is extreme hill, so you're going to find a lot of cool skylands and stuff. If you don't like those, that's cool, but if you do like them, you get really cool situations like this, where this is almost literally just skyblock. Like, it's got the tree, it's got the area, it's just, got some area around it. Like, there's just so many cool areas like this, like if I show you the north, because this has just so many separate, they're all really big, and they're all separate, extreme hill biomes, that you're gonna get all these, cool exclusive things. So, yeah, that's, ooh, as you can see, very, very nice snow biome here too, but as you can see, there's just a bunch of really cool stuff going on here. If we check out over here, you can see just near the edge of the map, there's this massive floating island right here. And if you ever wanted to have a house on a floating island, this is really the opportunity for you. So here's another one I made down to diamonds, no doubt. And I made a bunch of those all over the map. It did actually take a while to find those diamonds. A lot of you are going to be curious, like, oh, what tool did you use? Because every time, people always ask me that, like, oh, how do you find out where the diamonds are on the seed? As far as I know, there is no proper method to do so on the console. The only way you can do it is you have to go through and manually mine it. And it did take a lot of time, but I think it was worth it. And as you can see, I think once you have your 4 stacks of diamonds, hopefully you find that it's worth it too. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. Share it if you really liked it. It's the best way to get the video out there to new people. And if you're new around here, I definitely recommend subscribing. You'll see my videos daily on your homepage, which includes Seed Sunday, which means you see cool stuff like this, because there's a bunch of cool stuff around the map I haven't shown you. I've just kind of given you an overview, including, stuff like this, including my Let's Plays, including just all my information videos that hopefully will help you out in some way. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy the video. We're back at the spawn one more time, so I guess always there's an opportunity to say I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.